Hey, I'm Jesse, behind the camera is Will, and together we are TOPJAW. We were on the early easyJet flight out of London, and we are now in a cool, crisp Iceland. We have interviewed some of Reykjavik's most famous chefs. Have you had a Five Guys burger? So in this film, we are following their recommendations to give you an insider's guide of the very best that Reykjavik has to offer. It is lunchtime, and we've handpicked a special place for lunch, one of the best restaurants in Reykjavik, BRUT, a contemporary seafood restaurant. We're about to meet Ragnar, one of the owners and the head chef. We're gonna give him a proper interview. I wanna know his best restaurants, cafes, bars, bakeries, pizza places. That's not the door. Perfect. I think it's around there. So Ragnar's menu is simple. 8 starters, 8 mains, and pretty much all of them fish.
Yeah.
Cheers, Will. Ragnar, the smell is ridiculous. A couple of starters, scallops with tomato. Here is salmon cured in beetroot. I'm so hungry. And then a couple of mains, skate in a burnt butter, which smells illegal, with capers, some crispy potatoes. Look at that. And this is an Arctic char with some almonds. Everything's perfect. Everything's balanced so well. Nothing's overcomplicated. This is one hell of a lunch stop.
Where to now, bro?
The next restaurant.
Is it a bar?
It's a craft beer bar, bro.
Craft beer!
You know I said Reykjavik was small? Reykjavik is a small place. Tomorrow we're going to a bakery called DEIG at 7:30 a.m. Yeah, there it is. Hotel's there. Okay, right, let's go into my room. It's very moody in here, but this is quite a cool hotel that we booked through easyJet. Oh, look at this. Chic, urban, just like yours truly.
Oh, yeah.
So my new stretch that I learned at the chiropractor is this.
Should we go and have a beer?
Yeah. Okay, this is Sheriff Square. Don't know much about it. Those guys know a lot more because they're getting the full tour. But that statue there is Skuli, and this bar is named after him. Skuli Craft Beer, serving pretty much exclusively Icelandic craft beer. Right, that street there, Main Street, is called Edelstræti. They have a beer named that, which is an IPA, weighing in at 5%. Feels about right, so thank you very much. Yeah, well, I think you need a pineapple sour.
That is glorious, mate. I wonder if they got any pickled eggs.
Oh no, not again. This bar is owned by Hrefna and Bjorn. Hrefna also has Fish Market, where we're going to have dinner. We're going to interview her, chat to her about her favourite places in Reykjavik. Iceland are good at their beers, and these guys have that cold, fresh water that you need to make killer suds like that.
Oh, we're here.
Oh. That's quick. This is Fish Market. We're here just before service. Asian menu, Icelandic fresh fish. What a combo.
So this one here, the shrimp tempura, this one is one from the beginning. Everybody loves it.
A beetroot tempura batter covering this rock shrimp, served with cantaloupe melon and wasabi peas.
Life is good.
Scallops ceviche, with flying fish roe on top. Absolute like melt in your mouth, gorgeousness. This here's Wagyu beef in a black pepper soy with loads of black truffle grated over it. That is fantastic. Dinner and a show. Oh!
So this is hamachi nigiri and Arctic char nigiri, tuna sashimi and fatty salmon. For the Maggi rolls, we have avocado and cucumber inside and salmon tartar on top.
I wasn't sure whether that was just decoration, but I can confirm it's delicious. This is salt cod with a celery salad and a cherry sauce. This was a Christmas dish that proved ever so popular. So 2 months after Christmas, after everybody was asking for it, she brought it back. Oh, that's beautiful. So white chocolate cheesecake with passion fruit, meringue, blueberries. Oh my, wow. It's insane. All I can describe it as is you've ripped open a Cadbury's cream egg and you're scooping it out in the middle. That would sort of really like. Best cocktail spot.
Cocktail bar down the street there called Jungle.
We're at Jungle Cocktail Bar, and I can only imagine it's called that because it plays nothing but jungle drum bass. I have got here a serial killer. They make a big batch of cornflakes with almond milk, and they like straight out the milk with white rum, strawberry and orange. It's more like a fruity cocktail with a cornflake undertone.
Nice.
This is tequila, pumpkin, lime. But as a headless horseman, that's very nice. Benji didn't want this, but we forced him to get it. Cream soda, apple, and singleton?
Time for a pizza, bro.
We've heard so much about Baka Baka, we cannot not go. Best bakery.
Baka Baka.
Best pizza.
Baka Baka.
Nominated for best bakery and best pizza is Baka Baka. Let's try for ourselves. when Agus opened this place, he tried a bit more of an ambitious menu. And then he decided, let's simplify things. Pastries and pizza, sourdough at its core. So this is obviously margarita. This is a Scandinava. Looks spicy AF, doesn't it? Oh. Mascarpone is like beautiful, milky and creamy. The chilies are hot, but there's almost like a sweet little drizzle on it as well. This is really good. I'm very much ready for bed. Well done, Will. Well done, Benji.
Big up, Benji. What?
What?
Why is he single?
I don't know, man. Morning, gang. It is the morning, despite it not looking very morning-like. Fortunately, we don't have far to go this morning, Will, for our first stop. This is DEIG, means dough in Icelandic. Owned by a guy called Marcus who grew up in the States. He lived in Florida and Maine working in fine dining restaurants, but 10 years ago decided to follow his dad's roots and return to Iceland. God, the lemon twist looks horny. I'm gonna be led by Marcus on what we're gonna order.
3 sandwiches, 3 donuts.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, buddy.
So everything bagel with smoked salmon from north of Iceland, tomatoes, onions, and capers cream cheese.
Yeah, so much flavor.
Parmesan bagel with egg patty. It's kind of a play on like an egg McMuffin
Yeah,
with some like thick cut ham and cheddar cheese.
that is a bagel worth like queuing for, worth hype. I think I might ask Marcus to come live with me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kleiner and creme brulee. Creme brulee, gotta admit, we saw on Instagram before we came, do you know what I mean? This is the Kleiner. This is like an Icelandic traditional cake donut thing. Oh. It's like a Michelin star Krispy Kreme. Beautiful chew, beautiful flavour. You have to come here.
Benji, come and get your chops on this, mate, before it goes. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Really blow my mind. I knew they were going to be good, didn't know they were that good.
Thanks, Marcus. Got a Lagoon, baby!
Oh yes, Sky Lagoon, let's get bubbly. Sun's coming up and this place, it embraces Icelandic bathing culture. This hot to cold thing that's been part of Icelandic people's lives forever and now part of ours now. Oh, I need my swimmers.
Mate, do you want to join the queue?
Well, I would if there was one. You know what I mean? We are here before it's open.
Very lucky boys, aren't we?
We are very lucky boys, yeah.
So I can get my horrific rig out in front of no one. This is special, bros. What have you got, boy? Hit me with a
Of course, we are like surrounded with the Icelandic black volcanic rock. It opens out to this infinity pool, infinity lagoon, into the sea. It feels supernatural.
Oh, I gotta be honest, mate. You're walking very slowly over to the cold plunge pool.
Oh, is that where we're gonna go now?
Yep. Go on, lad. That's amazing, mate. Well done.
I'm getting out. It's pathetic. 10 degrees in there, 40 degrees in here. The Titanic water was 2. Whoa, wow. Well, that was absolutely awesome. Loved every second of it. Maybe not getting in the plunge pool.
No, you did, mate. Deep down.
Thank you so much, Sky Lagoon. We can heavily recommend that you come here. Best coffee spot.
Kaffi O-le.
Kaffi O-le. This place behind me, Kaffi O-le, is owned by a guy called Ole, but it was originally owned by him in 1992. It was his first business in Iceland. Then some years later, he had to give it up, but the opportunity came 30 years on, take the place back. And once again, it is Kaffi O-le. This is locally roasted coffee by Ole's friend that he's had since he was a teenager. We have had back-to-back blue sky days here in Reykjavik. I don't know how many of them they have.
Not many, mate. Once a fortnight.
Oh, wow. We've had 2 in a row. We're taking their quota for the month.
Oh, it's midday. Should we go and have a beer?
Yeah. We're often getting asked for even more recommendations than those that we feature in our films. And we have a map for that. By downloading Steps and subscribing to TOPJAW, you get exclusive access to all our pins all over the world. So you never have an excuse to get stuck in a tourist trap or even somewhere bang average ever again. All killer, no filler. Back to the film. It has been about over 12 years since I last had fermented shark. And so the memory of how it tasted has sort of passed. But Cafe Loki is where we're gonna have some of that. They of course do other things, not just fermented shark, but I thought that's the one that might sort of stick with us the longest. I've gone for like a fish pie type thing. A Loki, because that's it's like a starter, but it has some shark with it.
Confirm we're not going for the sheep head jelly, turnips and bean salad. Not a massive fan of beans.
Let me explain the plate. Get on a shark, ferment it, basically you just let it dry to get all this ammonia out.
Yeah.
It still stinks. Public toilet, licking it. Match it in your mouth about like 6 good bites, then you just give a shot of Brennivin.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back. Greeny sharks aren't hunted, they're just caught or die accidentally, and that is what you eat. You going? Oh, Jesus. The first couple of bites, it's just bliss. Just whatever you do, don't think of a public toilet. It gets better. You have cheese, fish, mashed potatoes, very old school Icelandic traditional food, like a fish pie. And then this is lamb shank. One thing Iceland is well known for and good at is lamb. Yeah, this is sort of edible, isn't it? Behind me is Ox and Amadon, a speakeasy and a Michelin star restaurant next door to one another. We are not going to have the 20 courses they do on their menu, but we are going to have a selection. Ding dong! Oh, Mr. Runar. If people come down, what's the full experience? They go in and they go into here.
You know, this is basically based on like 1960s, 70s Iceland.
At Ox, the full menu is 20 courses. You have 5 of like the cold early dishes here, and then you move through into Ox, the main restaurant, for your other 15. This is the first one, a potato crisp seasoned with dashi, which is like seaweed and all that good stuff. Woohoo! See, normally you have the cocktail bar behind the bookcase for speakeasy, but here, other way around.
So if people are asking what is Icelandic food, this is kind of our take on a modern day version of it. So we're starting with laufabrauð hangikjöt. Laufabrauð is basically just deep fried bread we usually do on Christmas, the whole family together, with a couple layers in between. You have lamb tartar, a little bit of Icelandic cheese called feikir, and then you go on to our meat soup.
Can you buy this by the pint? Just heat that up and just drink that through a straw, baby.
Classic shoe, a little bit crackling on the outside. Yep. Inside, we're using duck eggs. Basically, you make scrambled eggs. Basically, duck scrambled eggs. Happy not to let Benji back in until we finished here.
God, it's good.
So the last one, basically one of the oldest bites we've had. It's basically just chicken liver. In between, though, we're using red currants because we do a lot of berries here. But we ferment them in sugar, basically lighten up the acidity a little bit.
The beetroot crackers really like the end. That's quite remarkable. I have never wanted to eat so much, yet eaten so little. I could hoover up those 20 courses. This is Clemmer Food Market, and we've come here for one of the stalls in this place called Skal. This is Hrefnu's best restaurant in Reykjavik. Best restaurant in Reykjavik.
Skal. It's cheers in Icelandic.
Head chef Thomas, who we're about to meet, he's been around the block, he's learned some lessons, and he's doing Nordic greatest hits. These are hand-dyed scallops from the north of Iceland. And then we have a horseradish cream, a dill oil, and a hazelnut oil with a red currant granita. I love that horseradish cream. When Thomas was saying they do Nordic comfort food, this thing, pickled beetroot, cod, mashed potatoes, and butter. Oh, Iceland's very good at lamb. This is lamb, leek rolled lamb. Oh, holy hell. Only a chef who really knows what they're doing can do this. So Thomas, head chef here, is a Danish dude. Pot belly sandwich is a very Danish thing. A fatty, crispy pork belly sandwich. Can you hear that? Last week, my man won this. Best Negroni week. By the way, that means best Negroni of the year.
Surely it's best Negroni on Negroni week.
That is a herbal medicine. Gorgeous. So we've got to say cheers to Skal for giving us a fantastic dinner. You might be in a food market, you might be sat counterside. I absolutely love this. I'd come back again and again and again. Post-service, where are you going?
Vínstúkan Tíu sopar. It's a natural wine bar with small tapas.
We have pulled over at this slightly subterranean little wine bar called Vínstúkan Tíu sopar, which means like wine bar hen sips. We've gone up to the bar, we met a wonderful sommelier. We like all sorts of shit. I wanted a velvety, I'd like something that's velvety, acidic, fruity red. He went, boom, it's Spanish. Yeah, that's nice, this is nice. Will wants a crisp white, but really?
They're not red.
It's like a traffic light system. They do food, little small plates and stuff, but they are primarily a wine bar. We're going for one more meal. We're going to Le Kock because we were so unbelievably impressed by Marcus at DEIG this morning. And they do burgers and wings. We have room, okay? We've eaten a lot today, but we can squeeze some more in. So let's go. Best burger.
The guy said Le Kock, sister restaurant of the day.
I've eaten a lot today. I will always have room for this. This is the classic cheeseburger. This is the chipotle burger with bacon. And that bun is just, it's big, but it collapses and it makes way for the main event, you know? Love a buffalo wing. Terrifyingly tasty. This is their fries. They just use this sole supply of Icelandic potatoes. This guy makes 1 ton a week, and they take it all. And then they use these potatoes in the bun as well. So you get that beautiful American potato bun taste. And obviously this is because Marcus is behind it, right? Marcus, the Icelandic Yank. Oh, big up Reykjavik. You have been above and beyond what we ever expected. Big thanks to the chefs. Big thanks to easyJet for sponsoring this film, getting us here, bedding us up, and getting us home.
Subscribe to TOPJAW, please.